It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And the pregame warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the Rockets going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cavaliers group has been getting things done. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights, as a win here gives them the best record in the league. And tonight, two top-tier centers going toe-to-toe. Obviously, the center position has become more multi-dimensional than ever. Shaq, give us your thoughts on how your position has evolved.
Well, the new defensive rules make it harder to post up. Versatility has never been more important for centers. You know, starting to play small ball, we need to get a little more versatile and show them that, hey, Akeem is not gone.
Do you think you could survive in the league in this day and age?
Oh, yes. Yes,
wow,
yes.
What a question.
Yes,
I
yes.
can't believe he even asked you that.
I can't believe he answered it.
I think you come off the bench now.
Yeah, you could be a great sixth man.
Oh.
Whoa!
Okay, you could start.
Shaq don't do bench.
Okay. Defensively, centers just have to guard, and Shaq could guard.
Yeah.
I could play guard.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. The Houston Rockets here at home, and an interconference matchup should be a good one. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Well, that was an absolute beatdown, and you hope that they learn and move on from it.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, James Harden is a great offensive player, but there's no mistaking it. He does dominate the ball. Now, that can bother teammates sometimes, but Coach Mike D'Antoni says when they feel that paycheck every 2 weeks, that should make them play hard. You have to be a star in your role. So when James gets the ball to you, shoot it, and then run back and play hard as heck. Kevin?
Thanks. He's a great passer, David. There's no doubt he can set the table. We should have a fan favorite here tonight. Two fast break teams. Lots of highlight reel plays. Doris, what can either side do to try and slow down the other?
Well, both teams love to take turnovers and turn them into highlight reel dunks. So, one, you've got to take high-quality shots, take care of the basketball, make sure you're getting good shots every trip, Kev.
It's the Cavaliers to start out. Pass to Baldwin. Outside Shumpert. James kicks to Baldwin. No good on the triple. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. Baldwin out there with Howard. Here's Paul. Feeds to Reed. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Reed's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Rockets. Right wing. Pass to Baldwin. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And Shumpert kicks to LeBron. from the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, the D was on him there, but he still managed to knock it down. Nice to be able to make a contested jumper.
There's the pick. Paul dishes to Capella. A shot by Harden, wide open, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Out of bounds, Houston takes possession. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Paul outside. Capella sets a screen for Gay. Reed a screen. Back to Harden. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And really, since moving over to the point guard spot, Harden has been unstoppable. Just a nightly triple-double threat.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
Second free throw, no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to LeBron. To the middle. Here's Baldwin. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Baldwin's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, the awareness that LeBron possesses was on display there. He knew exactly where to find the easy look.
Screen by Capella. Paul kicks to Harden. Capella with a screen on Shumpert. Here's Harden. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Harden's got 6.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
LeBron against Gay. Baldwin the pass to Shumpert. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, you really have to like the control of Shumpert there. Lets the play develop and made the pass for an easy hoop. Nice.
Shumpert against Paul. Screen by Capella. Paul kicks to Harden. Back to Paul. Here's the 3. No good there. And Cleveland will come the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And guys, we often hear the argument offense is the best defense, and that was the case for them.
Well, you can't really argue when they're executing like that. It was really perfect offense.
And here is Paul after LeBron James hitting the 3. Capella sets a screen for Harden. And it's sent back by Howard.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions, and Howard's still a presence down low.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Cleveland leading by 3. And Doris, one thing we've seen with LeBron, he's not shy putting pressure on the franchise when it comes to personnel decisions.
Right, Kev, this guy is very serious about winning championships. LeBron James expects support from ownership in terms of acquiring the right pieces, and he keeps his contract short with a purpose. That exerts leverage to be in position to win.
Now here's James. Harden missing his last shot. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on.
And the 3 ball is good. Harden's got 9.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
The pass to Baldwin. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Gay, following the score by Cleveland. Paul can't get it to go. LeBron James on the wing. A 3 ball. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
Now here's Paul. He had 13 points in the win against Chicago.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Zador's coming down the stretch here. A few teams clearly out of the playoffs. Despite their disappointment, what can they do to build confidence going into next year?
Well, I'm a big believer in that adage. You can't skip steps, and professionalism is required every day regardless of record. And so you build things by the small decisions you make every day. When you step between the lines, you work hard or you don't. Work is what gives confidence.
You're right, it's a process.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Shoots from 12. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And very little defense here to start the game.
Boy, both teams rolling right now on the offensive end. We got a little barn burner cooking.
And that one drops for him. LeBron's got his second bucket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Harden outside. Reed with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And the basket by Harden.
Boy, his marksmanship has been unbelievable this quarter, and they're still down.
Pass to Baldwin. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some. Baldwin's got 13.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
Paul dishes to Harden. Nobody near game. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a three on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Houston making some changes. Wayne Dedman comes in for Willie Reed, and J.R. Smith's subbed in for Rudy Gay. A switch here also for Cleveland. Rubio's checked in. Now here is Smith, rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his third rebound tonight. James with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And the dunk by James.
Well, LeBron just shrugs off any and all contact when he has a good look at the rim like that.
Here is Harden. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Chicago.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Here's Dedman, back to Harden. Lets it go from 11. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Rubio. Cleveland moving the ball around. Pass to Baldwin. To the right side. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Screen by Smith. Harden outside. Lob pass to Capella. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Baldwin. He had 31 points in the win against Phoenix.
He was active all night on the defensive end as well. With all the steals he came away with, he had him totally rattled.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
So for the Rockets, Gordon's checked in for Harden. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Dinwiddie, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Will it go? And it's Gordon missing. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Rubio, the pass to Baldwin. Noel, a screen on Capella. James kicks to Curry. Clock at 6. Pass to Baldwin. Launches a three, and another three for Cleveland.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
You know, I'm surprised the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. You know, that's their preferred weapon tonight.
Here's Gordon after Cleveland got the three-pointer. A floater, and Capella with the layup. Capella's got his first 2 points.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Noel, a screen on Capella. Here's Baldwin. 16 points for him. He gets that one. Baldwin's got 18 points. You think back to how Jeff Hornacek was as a player. Doris, you see that same demeanor on the sidelines.
Well, what you're talking about there, Kev, is sort of that gritty, no-nonsense, tough-minded approach. What Jeff Hornacek was as a player, he certainly displays similar attributes as a coach.
James dishes to Noel. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, Kev, love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
Rockets trail by 16. 1:58 left to play in the first. Dinwiddie kicks to Capella. And he drops it in from the low post. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Here's Baldwin. He's got 18 to the inside. And slam dunk by Noel.
And that's an example of his athleticism, right? Nerlens Noel, the ability to leap up and ram it home.
Houston's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Here's Dinwiddie, covered by Rubio. Dinwiddie kicks to Dedmon. There's a good screen. And here's Gordon from outside. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. In the corner, Smith with it. No good on the 3. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Ouch, that's a wasted possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
Ross, he's checked in for the Rockets. Harper, he's checked in for Cleveland. The chosen one comes in for LeBron. The Rockets shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Smith, the pass to Dedmon.
Cavaliers foul. Harper. That's his first personal foul.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Smith. Here's the floater, and it's blocked.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key. They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Rockets trail by 19. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first. He used that pick to perfection.
Yeah, Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
Now the pass to the chosen one. He kicks it to Curry. From deep three-point range, and after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Cleveland ahead, up by 16. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so exciting because when our bench comes in, more often than not, if we're losing, they're going to get us the lead. And if we have the lead, they're going to increase the lead. And it's fun to watch because everybody cheers for each other, too.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of a asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
It was huge, no doubt, and it seems like they simply can't miss from downtown.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Harper. Noel is out there with the chosen one. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Rubio in at the point. Traps in the tray. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Cavaliers.
And this is a high-powered offense today. Clicking on all cylinders, making things happen, and also good use of the three ball. Just enough to keep the defense off balance.
Passes it to the chosen one. They get it again. Harper dishes to Noel. Dedmon with the block. Ross against Noel. Smith with a wide open look. It's good from long range. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Rubio outside. Here's the chosen one, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a three on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Now here's Gordon, looking for his first basket still in this one. There's a screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. The chosen one's got his second bucket of the night.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Gordon against Curry. And it's Gordon penetrating, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Doris, we're always talking about players developing their skill sets. What do you think is the hardest skill to develop as a broadcaster?
I think for me, the hardest skill to learn was to learn how to relax, to have fun, to not be anything but your most authentic self, because I think the viewer picks up on it. If you're forcing things, if you're trying to be another broadcaster that perhaps you like to emulate. So I'd say that was the hardest thing.
I always say broadcasting a basketball game is like a running conversation between two people because there's so much scoring and the rhythm and the flow of the game just lend itself to that.
At its best, you're 100% correct.
And so here is Houston following the miss by Tony Parker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ross. Got a hand on it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Houston making a switch here. Hall's checked in. Timeout called. The Rockets. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Guys, there's so many great scorers in our league. It makes it tough to get stops, but somehow they were able to do it consistently in that one.
Well, obviously, props to them for playing lockdown defense. They looked flustered throughout the game. Nothing came easy to their opponent. That was well done.
Ross. The Rockets again can't hit.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Noel passes to Parker. Trying his luck deep. And it's Parker again missing. Rockets trail by 16. Ross kicks to Gordon. Back to Ross. From the stripe. No good off the back of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Noel gets it to go on the assist by Daniels. 6 points for Nerlens Noel.
Well, 6'11" Nerlens Noel, so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
Here's Dedmon, covered by Parker. Kicks to Paul. Houston needs to get a shot off. Deep 2 from Ross. Releases from the wing and drills it. Ross has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just finding the open man. Few who have ever played this game have Paul's vision.
Parker dishes to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
I'll tell you, the feed puts him in prime position to convert. The assist was where it needed to be.
Rockets trail by 18. And here is Ross. He had 16 points in the win against Chicago.
Boy, the drive ends, Kevin, with Terrence Ross taking a bit of a hit, but it doesn't matter. He scores anyway.
Noel, a screen on Paul. From deep. Daniels, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Ross kicks to Gordon. The dish to Dedmon. Good D by Parker.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
Back to Noel. Releases. It's rebounded by Houston.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Now here's Paul. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. 4 on the clock. And it's Gordon missing. The Cavaliers leading by 16. The feed to Harper. Cleveland moving it around. The chosen one. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Houston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Back to Reed. Cavaliers with the rebound. Harper's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Noel. Lays it up off the glass. Noel's got 10 points in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Houston. James Harden comes in for Eric Gordon. Rockets trail by 18. Al Paul. Dishes to Harden. Over Daniels. The Rockets again can't hit. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Noel, a screen on Paul. And Howard has it in the corner. Cleveland gets it back. And it's Dwight Howard with the finish.
Really known for his strength and the broad shoulders that he possesses has allowed this guy to make a living finishing through contact.
Now here's Paul. Gay outside. 3-pointer. Back to Paul. Harden outside. They set the screen. Reed a screen. Tries again. 5 to shoot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Yeah, he's like a magician out there. Paul shows you only what he wants you to see. Then he hits you with the reveal.
Screen by Howard. Noel in the corner. Inside. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. That's good from Howard. Hey, Doris, with all the switching on defense, it seems like everyone has to be able to guard both inside and on the perimeter. Do you see us becoming even more of a positionless league?
You know, this is a fascinating aspect to me because you focus on a player like Draymond Green, who coming out of Michigan State was considered a tweener, somebody who was neither a guard nor a forward and didn't have the requisite skill set to be effective in the NBA. But there is true value to players, be it at the small forward, the power forward, or the center position. Because the league is such a heavy pick and roll, because the floor is so spread, Kevin, the guys who have the kind of lateral mobility and the basketball IQ to switch onto smaller players and stay in front and contest shots, they're crucial. For right now, this is the trend, and I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon.
Here is Howard, following the basket by Chris Paul. And Shumpert kicks to Daniels. Feeds to Howard. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. The Cavaliers, number one.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end. And you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
To the paint, here's Howard. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Paul outside. From deep, Gay, good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
Gotta admire the fast release of Gay. Once he has the ball in his hands, he's looking to shoot.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
Baldwin, he's checked in for Cleveland. LeBron comes in for Troy Daniels. Here's Baldwin. He's got 18. From past the arc, Cleveland gets it back. Here's Shumpert. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Rockets trail by 20. Now here's Paul. He has 6. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And checking out some stats for LeBron James. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging about 27 points a game, 7 assists and 7 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
And the Rockets making a change here. Smith has checked in. Screen by Smith. The 3 from Harden. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
That's his first triple of the second period, 3rd of the game.
Screen by Howard. Baldwin the pass to Howard.
Oh, my God.
That's how you attack. Wow.
How'd he do that?
And you look at the stats, Howard's at his best in the pick and roll.
Now here's Paul. Screen by Capella. Here's the screen. Smith for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
LeBron James on the wing. Covered by Smith. And finished off by LeBron.
The elevation and athleticism of LeBron at his size, just incredible.
Rockets trail by 18. 1:51 left now here in the second. Capella dishes to Harden. And stolen by Howard. Here's Baldwin. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Clint Capella. Cleveland shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
The first free throw is good. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Houston. He hits both from the stripe. There's 1:40 left to play here in the half. Harden kicks to Smith. Back to Harden. He feeds it to Capella, and there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's Dinwiddie. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And here's Harden for 3.
Well, you really have to like how Shumpert kept his feet moving to challenge the shooter there.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And Doris, we've seen the offensive game of LeBron James evolve over the years, adding a post game, improving his three-pointer.
Well, I think, Kevin, like all the greats, the work habits and willingness to add dimensions to his game have always been there. We understand passing and playmaking have been the constants of his career, but now he understands he's got to vary the way his points and his productivity come.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Screen by Smith. Dinwiddie kicks to Harden. Harden missing again.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Screen by Howard. Here's Baldwin. He's covered by Gay. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Keeping the pressure on and starting to pad this lead around the halfway point.
Yeah, seems like they're starting to pull away a bit right now. They just look a little faster and a little hungrier than the opposition right now.
And so here is Houston following the score by Cleveland. The Rockets have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. The Cavaliers leading by 23. LeBron James on the wing, covered by Smith. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Puts it up from 15. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Baldwin's got 24.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Dinwiddie, covered by Rubio. Pass to Harden. Shot clock at 6. And it goes down 2 points. 20 points for him.
Yeah, they're having a tough time containing Harden here tonight. No surprise there.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Ricky. Bench has always been an issue here. When they produce like they did in the first half, how does that help you?
It's amazing. That means like we have a deep bench, and then a lot of work from the staff, from the everybody of the team, like doing extra work and winning games.
Trying to change the culture around here. Thanks, Ricky. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime report. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
That's it for now as the second half just about ready to go.
Day turning tonight here in the Southwest. We're in Houston. Welcome back, everyone. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
a 5S with a screen crack.
Rockets shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. Rudy Gay is out there with Reed. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Oh, you watch LeBron, not a prolific shot blocker, but when he wants to get it done, he is emphatic.
Pass to Baldwin. This one for 3. Rebounded by Capella. Releases. That's good from Gay on the assist by Harden. 8 points for Rudy Gay.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
James, the pass to Baldwin. Cleveland moving it around. Kicks it to Shumpert. He dishes it to LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
Now, guys, you can feel the electricity in the air when LeBron gets the ball. He is grooving right now.
The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Reed, a screen on Shumpert. Harden kicks to Reed. And stolen by Howard. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. It's deflected. Reed with the steal. Paul outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Paul's got 9 points.
And Paul has a beautiful stroke from deep. A gifted shooter who drains perimeter shots with consistency.
And Capella sends it back. And they'll keep possession. The pass to Baldwin. 6 to shoot. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Baldwin's got 26 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Gay kicks to Harden. Reed, a screen on Shumpert. Gay against LeBron. Top of the key jumper, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 22. For the 3. And it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Gay, and the layup's good off the glass. Gay's got 4 this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's Baldwin. He's got 26. Howard kicks to Baldwin. Takes a 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. He has 29.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Timeout called the Rockets. Doris, you've watched the game of basketball develop over the years, but it seems like over the past 5 seasons, there's been a real shift in what is considered a good shot. Talk about that if you could.
Well, there was a moment in last year's finals where Steph Curry is leading a transition opportunity where it's a 3-on-2, and normally you are taught, go get a layup. Well, Steph had Kevin Durant in front of him, and instead of passing to KD, he stops and shoots a pull-up 3. The three-pointer and playing with pace are the most extreme differences in this year's NBA.
The pull-up 3 really took a lot of focus, I thought, this past playoff season, didn't you?
Oh, I agree, and it's incredible the freedom that these guys have to go ahead and pull the trigger. Now, whether that's analytics-based, Kevin, or whether it's just the skill level changing of the players, that's an interesting question.
Here's Paul, following the basket by LeBron James. In the corner, Reed with it. Snatched away. Outside Shumpert. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, and Shumpert looking very comfortable, knocking down shots from beyond the arc, just like he did there.
Paul dishes to Harden. Over Shumpert. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. That's now 22 points for James Harden. Cleveland's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. James, a screen on Reed. Baldwin. Oh!
My goodness. Well, LeBron negates the defender. Solid screen on that play.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. 3 from Gay. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists now in the game.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Now here's LeBron. 20 points for him. Howard setting the pick for Shumpert. Back to LeBron. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
James with it. Reed covering. Paul with the ball. He's got 9. The shot by Gay. And Houston again with the bucket.
And got to respect the touch from Gay. Can't allow him to get into a comfort zone.
Stolen by Gay. Rudy Gay on the wing. And the three off target. The Cavaliers leading by 23. Howard, the pass to Baldwin. Outside Shumpert. Defended by Paul. Down low. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Houston making some changes. Terrence Ross comes in for Rudy Gay. And Eric Gordon subbed in for James Harden. And then for Cleveland, Noel comes in for James. And Parker subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Now here's Paul. Dedmon kicks to Ross. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
The Rockets have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Here's Baldwin. He's got 34. Noel in the corner to the wing on the left. The Cavaliers again can't hit. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. To the paint. Here's Dedmon. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. The Cavaliers leading by 21. Parker kicks to Noel. Now here's Howard. He's covered closely. Parker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ross with the steal. He kicks it to Gordon. Lays it up and banks it in. Gordon's got 6 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Howard with a screen on Ross. Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Ross. Baldwin kicks to Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Paul against Parker. And here is Paul. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Gordon. Releases from 15. Again, the Rockets score. Cleveland leading by 17. Here's Baldwin. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game.
And that's Howard's game. These interior looks that he puts in so easily.
Now here's Paul. Outside Gordon. There's the pick. Reed a screen. Shoots off the screen. Gordon with another miss. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Here's Baldwin, and he jams it with authority.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. So for the Rockets, J.R. Smith's checked in for Reed, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Chris Paul. Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Now here's Ross. Defense is right there. And the rejection by Noel. Rubio outside. Passes it to Curry. Back to Rubio. Here's Baldwin, defended by...
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Now here's Gordon. He's got 8. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, and the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Here is Ross. The Cavaliers making the shot. Can't cash in from close range.
Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space.
Rockets shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Cavaliers shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant, 66% from the field. Here's Baldwin. Offensive rebound, and Noel kicks to Rubio. The three-pointer off the mark. It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Well, I'll tell you, for a long time, the reputation of J.R. Smith, not ideal. But, you know, a little bit of poor decision-making, unfocused defensively. He's really matured. He's gotten better on and off the court.
Another solid game from this guy shooting the basketball, just adding to this lead. So hard to defend.
Rockets shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Dedmon dishes to Ross. Shoots over Curry. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Ross has got 11 points. And J.R. Smith, a natural offensive. But Doris's defense has come a long way, too.
Amazing what winning titles can do. You start to appreciate what it takes to be successful. And you go back to his offense, though. A very good three-point shooter, even under great defensive pressure.
And the Rockets with possession here after the three-pointer from Ricky Rubio. And oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
And this is where Terrence Ross turns himself into a weapon, drawing these fouls, getting to the free throw line. He is such an excellent free throw shooter.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
And he makes the first. And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Harper, he's checked in for Baldwin. And both free throws good for Ross. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Stolen by Gordon. To the paint. Smith trying to break loose. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's the chosen one. No good on the triple.
They're fortunate to be in front, given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Dinwiddie kicks to Capella. He's looking for Gordon and finds him, and the layup's good off the glass. 10 points for him.
Boy, after an up-and-down first half, he's finally gotten a flow. These are the right shots for him.
There's a screen by Noel. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
And you love the effort, just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
You love that they're making their presence felt on the defensive end. You can't afford to be careless with this team.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 20. Shot clock at 6. Noel, a screen on Ross. Beyond the arc. The shot will not fall.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide-open shots like that.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. Back right after this. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Cleveland leading by 23. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got LeBron James. Harper is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Curry in at the 2.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Here's Noel, and Noel throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, how about Noel knowing how to throw it down? Fantastic finishing these drives.
Rockets shooting straight 49% from the field. Here's Dinwiddie, covered by Rubio. Lob pass to Capella. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Harper's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Rubio kicks to Harper. Outside Curry. Out to the wing. Capella against Harper, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Or as it seems like individual all-star and MVP voting is heavily influenced by how players' teams perform. Is that a good thing?
Well, I will say this, Kevin. I have a vote in some of the postseason awards, and if, in fact, I've got 2 players at the same position, and I need some line of demarcation to separate one from another, a team's win-loss record may influence that. Now, you might say it's unfair, but sometimes the difference between a player making it and not making it is minuscule. I would say this to you, Kevin. I would like to see all-star teams go out to 15 players as opposed to 12. There are 3 teams, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, all NBA. Why not have 15 guys on the all-star team?
Excellent idea.
That's his first personal foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Screen by Capella. Kept alive. The dish to Ariza. Here's Dinwiddie. The Rockets again can't hit. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Curry passes to Shumpert. And a miss there on the triple. Galloway, guarded by Curry, and the shot goes in.
But this guy is not shy about probing the paint. Galloway getting it done amidst all that tall timber.
Rockets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Now Daniels, rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ariza kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Ariza. Of course, not too long ago, changes were made to the intentional foul rule. In your observation, has this made a positive difference?
Well, I certainly love that the away from the play fouls were extended to include the last 2 minutes of each period. I don't think you should necessarily give an advantage to a team that is playing from behind by intentionally fouling a poor free throw shooter. So that's one. I do believe now the bigger issue in the NBA has become the shooting fouls where the shooter is launching himself into a defender. I think that the NBA will take a hard look at that and make any necessary change, Kev.
Totally agree, Doris. I don't want to pinpoint one player, but James Harden has made that an art form.
That's correct.
Here's Galloway, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, that's just great lift on the shot from Galloway. You see the elevation, the follow-through. It's a very repeatable motion.
And so here's Cleveland. Daniels kicks to Shumpert. The feed to Harper. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Schmidt. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Rockets on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Took him no time at all on that one. And it's 6 points for Ariza.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
I think, Greg, he just has to get them on the same page. With this kind of lax defensive effort, something has got to change.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Willie Reed, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Gay comes in for Trevor Ariza. James Harden, he's checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And Paul's subbed in for Langston Galloway. And Howard with the second chance points.
And that's what you love to see from Howard, creating his own offense there off the miss.
Screen by Capella. Paul dishes to Capella. The baseline J. And the dunk by Capella.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
So very quick to convert off the miss, and usually with authority.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
The Cavaliers leading by 16. Here's Baldwin. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Harden kicks to Paul. Back to Harden. Reed a screen. Gay outside to the inside. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Rockets ball.
And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. This is to Harden. Over Shumpert. Harden's shot is off.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame. That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Rockets trail by 20. Screen by Capella. Harden kicks to Gay. Feeds to Paul. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Takes it off the glass. Baldwin's got 47 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Paul kicks to Capella. He feeds it to Harden. No good on the three. Cleveland leading by 19 points. Here's Baldwin.
Oh, my God.
That's how you attack. Wow.
How'd he do that?
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now here's Paul. And All-Star Week, a fan favorite certainly. But Doris, I've heard you say on more than one occasion you'd love to see a 3-on-3 competition.
Kevin, I think if you're trying to learn the game of basketball, putting yourself in a situation to play 3-on-3 is one of the greatest ways you can develop your game. One, it teaches you how to pass and cut, right? You cannot be effective in a 3-on-3 game unless you understand how to screen for somebody, how to set yourself up to come off of a screen. The shorter dynamic of the 3-on-3 in a half-court environment is one of the best ways to learn how to play the game of basketball.
I love that analysis. That's terrific. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Houston's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Gay left side, looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Boy, phenomenal job by Shumpert. Just incredible anticipation of where the ball was going.
And for Houston, their shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Paul passes to Harden. Reed a screen. And here's Gay outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
Now here's Harden. Paul kicks to Gay. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots off the screen. Rebounded by Howard. The Cavaliers leading by 23. Here's Baldwin. And it's blocked. But they'll get another chance. There's the pick. Outside Shumpert. Second chance shot. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Baldwin's got 54 points. Harden kicks to Dedmon. Reed a screen. Gay against LeBron, and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
And Gay isn't easy to tie up, using his length and muscle to kind of power through the defense.
Houston making some changes. Ross is checked in for Willie Reed. Gordon comes in for James Harden. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Paul. Now here's Parker. Baldwin the pass to Parker. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Harper. Daniels kicks to Parker. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Dinwiddie. He dishes it to Ross. To the wing right side. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Baldwin kicks to Harper. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Of course, one trend we've seen in the league, an emphasis on getting back defensively rather than pounding the offensive glass. I think of San Antonio a little bit when I think about that. Why is that, you think?
You know, I don't know if this is something cyclical and we'll eventually see teams emphasize getting to the offensive glass as a means to help them win. But one of the most dangerous aspects of the NBA right now is transition 3 opportunities. We're not even seeing teams get back to the hoop and build their defense out. At this point, they're sprinting to the 3-point line and then building back toward the hoop. So a drastic difference. We'll see if it changes at any point.
And with this game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Houston making some changes. Reedy's checked in for Terrence Ross. James Harden comes in for Gordon. And Paul subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Now, here is Harden. Here's Dedmon. There's a screen. Kicks it to Harden. Reed a screen on Shumpert. 6 to shoot. Harden. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Harden's got 24.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Paul kicks to Harden. Reed a screen. The pass to Gay. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And Gay has great length down on the block there. Fantastic at just jumping on opportunities to score when he's down low.
A nice shot by Baldwin.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
And the Rockets with possession here after the Cavaliers pick up 3. Here's Harden. The shot, no good. Shumpert with some nice D.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Cleveland.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They have played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
Ilyasova, a screen. Here's Ross. And Ross with the slam.
Yeah, Kevin, he's one of maybe 2 guys in the league who can finish on that kind of jam. Ross has so many dunks at his disposal.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Hit. Shooting 1. Shooting 1.
There's 47 seconds left in the 4th. Here's Dinwiddie. And Ilyasova kicks to Gordon. Pass to Dinwiddie. Ilyasova, a screen. Shot clock at 5. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And finally finding a rhythm, but unfortunately a little too late.
Well, you wonder if they can use the momentum they've built here into the next game, because this one looks over.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Baldwin. Howard kicks to Baldwin. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.